It's been a tough couple of weeks here. I'm really proud of our players and our coaches. Kind of hung in there through some tough times and kept working. And to come in here and feel, and they looked the part, and they got speed, and you know, they're a tough football team. And for us coming here after last week and the tough loss at the end, and you know, just says a lot. I use that word relentless, and that's exactly how I describe this football team here. Relentless. They just kind of kept coming back and fighting their way through it. And y'all make sure you all use that word tomorrow. But I do. I told them before we came over here, you know, that I want to come out here and talk to the media about this crowd being relentless. And I really feel they showed all that tonight.
Talking about the past 2 weeks, you've been through this before. Was it?
You know, you just always want to play consistent football, and you know, I don't think we've done a good job of that in the last couple of weeks. But we played good teams, and you know, Georgia Tech's good, and North Carolina, you know, they're very talented on defense, and they've got some young talent on offense that's getting better all the time. So.
And what did you do better tonight? What did you like about what you guys did tonight?
I think we ran the ball well for the most part. I think we had some good little passes, against their scheme. I think Tyrod was tremendous. I mean, he's keeping plays alive a couple times and getting first downs and running tough. And I thought Tyrod was tremendous. And you need a quarterback at any level, I think, to be successful. And I think we got a really good one. So, and then I think you got to put our defense in there too. You know, to hold this crowd to 3 points. That was pretty special too. So. And, you know, we kicked the ball well and had a couple of good returns in there, too. So, you know, it was a great team win.
Frank, you talked about relentless. Ryan Williams was the guy that was crushed after he fumbled that ball last week. He comes out career high, 179 yards today.
I tell you, some of those runs, that was relentless. I mean, you know, people looked like they had him, and he just kind of kept going. And, I mean, you know, a couple of his runs were really amazing. They need to be on ESPN tonight.
Does that please you? I mean, you talk about guys you find out kind of what they're made of after adversity. He's had a lot of success. That fumble really his first major adversity to come back from that.
And, you know, you see him in that dressing room and knew how much it hurt him that he'd done that and how much he felt like he let people down. And you appreciate that, too. I mean, it matters. He cares, you know, and that's good, too.
How much did the Gibson change make?
Pardon me?
Did you get enough of a look at Gibson? Did that change make some difference?
I think he made a couple of nice plays out there. I think he's I think it's kind of natural to him, and he's got a lot of power. And he went through there one time to break up a screen pass, and you know, looked like he knew what he was doing.
And was the game plan tonight? We're going to go back to the basics here with old Tech football. We're going to Ryan's going to run the ball, Tyrod's going to run the ball. We're just going to run it at him, stay on the field.
Well, I still think we got to throw the football, and I thought we had some good passing schemes against them too.
But that run game was just great. I mean.
Yeah, it was, and you know, I thought we needed to run the ball coming in here, take some time off the clock, but we needed to get first downs and needed to get points too. And I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know if they was only going to get 3. I thought they was probably going to get more than that. I credit our defense.
What'd your defense do better after the last few weeks?
Well, they did. When you said go back to basics, they did. They kept it kind of simple and made sure they had the right gap and made sure they had the right responsibility and play hard and get to the football. And I think that's pretty much what they did.
Can one win do it? I mean, do you need, with what you've been through, can one win flip that switch back on?
Well, the thing that we still have a chance to do is win 10. And whatever else happens. I told them inside that, you know, somehow we could win 10 games. And, you know, we're going to be proud of ourselves regardless of what our situation is in the ACC or whatever. So, you know, I'm proud of the way to come in here and win. You know, I think it's special.
Thank you, sir.
You mentioned the field, punting the ball pretty well there. You guys made them start like 7 or 8 drives if they're 20 or worse. How important was the field position game tonight?
It's good, but you know, I wish we had about 3 opportunities to get them inside the 20.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, you're really shooting for.
Yeah.
But you know, I thought the play on their side of the field most of the fourth quarter was critical.
Yeah.
It's critical. And again, you know, that's a good team right there. I'm impressed with what they've got.
Do what you got to do, dude.
Thanks, Frank.
Okay, thank y'all.
Winning 10's important because you'd be one of what? There's 3 teams.
Yeah, there's 3 teams that's won 10 games each of the last 5 years. Us and Texas and Southern Cal. And so I'd like to stay in that company. But we got work to do.
Overall, you're happy with the way things work tonight? You got just enough offense and defense?
I'm so happy to come in here and win. I was worried to death. Haven't slept well in a week. My stomach hurt. All the above. And I was worried about coming in here. But I tell you again, it's a credit to the coaches and players that we've stayed together and came in here and played a tough football team, and we played them tough, I thought.